guys, today's video is going to be all about why time is irrelevant to your manifestation, why you shouldn't measure time. I can't remember what inspired me to talk about this topic. I think it might have been my coaching experience with clients and seeing comments on TikTok and things. I just felt like it was a topic I should talk about regardless. I know what I want to say and why I want to talk about this, and it's definitely something I'm still learning myself. I still do get focused on time when I'm waiting a long time for manifestations, or I'd be like, well, it has been this long. And some of them have taken years and years and years and years because, well, I didn't even find out about conscious manifesting until 2 years ago. So for a really long time, I didn't know about it. And it took me a really long time to master it, to understand it fully, to know what I should be doing, how to do it, to trust in myself. So yeah, it definitely took me years for some things. And of course I measured that time, but it's absolutely irrelevant and unnecessary. So hopefully this video will help you guys learn that, realize that. Please do thumbs up and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. I have so much more advice to share with you guys in these manifesting videos. I also offer one-on-one coaching, which I've promoted recently on a TikTok and Instagram reel. So yeah, there's loads of reasons to coach with me. So if you are interested, if you do enjoy my content and you think you'd benefit from coaching, then please check out all my information on Instagram, linked below, or just get in touch with me. So without further ado, let's get started. So first point is I want to discuss that, well, just touch on the point because I don't want to get into this philosophical debate and get too deep into this point, but time is a man-made construct. Measuring time by days, months, years, and being like, oh, a minute is such a short period of time, but a week is such a long period of time. The way time moves, like, it's just a man-made construct. It's not like a physical real thing. It's just a concept, a construct. And yes, I know we have physical clocks and watches and things we use. We check our phone for the time, and that's just to help society function and to give structure to our society. And yeah, I mean, I don't know how our world would work without measuring time, but when it comes to your manifestation, it is so irrelevant. And you do need to remember that the concept of time is literally a man-made construct. It was created by humans. It's not like the law of assumption. It's not like the laws of physics. It's, we don't need it. It's irrelevant. You don't have to use it. So, it's just something to completely disregard, in my opinion. Also, everything has already been created. Everything already exists. You don't need to see this from a religious standpoint, although there is a lot of text in the Bible, possibly the Quran, I'm not sure. There's a lot of religious text that, I don't want to say justifies, but mentions and supports this idea. So you can tie it into religious beliefs if you want, but ultimately everything has already been created. And in terms of quantum physics and just the way law of assumption works, the whole manifestation concept, there are, multiple realities and multiple possibilities, and well, multiple, but really thousands that could happen that already exists. You're simply selecting that reality and you're drawing it into you. You're accepting it by training your subconscious mind, creating those new assumptions and beliefs, and then you're literally essentially shifting into a new reality. I know, is it called, like, reality shifting? There's a concept where people literally manifest shifting into a new reality, and that's what manifestation is. You're just going into a slightly different version of your own reality where this, the thing that you want exists. Everything is already possible, everything is already created. This is more based on faith. Obviously, there's no like literal physical proof I have to show you, but it's just something to understand and look into and maybe really read and let the information sit with you, because there's a lot of text online that you can find that explains this probably better than I am right now. It just helps you tap into that faith and knowing that it already exists, meaning that whatever happened, in the past, whatever's going to happen in the future, it really doesn't matter right now. All you need to do is literally affirm, you train your subconscious mind by affirming. So all you have to do is affirm and persist and visualize and focus on that reality that you want. And literally when you manifest it, you're like shifting into that reality. So honestly, time does not matter when it comes to this because it already exists. It's not something that's going to be created in the future. It's not something that you had in the past and you lost it. It's still here. It's still there. You are not separated from it. It literally exists currently, right now. And there's even more that you can go into with time, but honestly, I'm not a scientist. I've not researched this. I wouldn't know what I was talking about, and I'd sound like a crazy person, but there's also like theories and like explanations that suggest that time is not even linear, that the past, present, and future kind of exist on the same timeline. And I know this is starting to sound like weird, like Doctor Strange stuff, but it all ties into quantum physics, and yeah, basically, essentially, time doesn't exist. So let's tie that up there before I go on a crazy tangent. But ultimately, what you want is in existence right now. You don't have to create it. You don't have to work hard to make it happen. It's right there for you to take, and all you have to do is go inside your mind, train your subconscious by looping, repeating, saturating your mind with what it is that you want. Another reason why time is completely irrelevant is because it does not benefit you in any way. It's not something you should be looking at. It has zero relevance or benefit to achieving your goal or desire. It has nothing to do with the manifesting process. Of course, if it's something is taking you a really long time, or you have been manifesting for a long time and you haven't had any physical results, that is an indication that you should maybe reconsider and reevaluate what you're doing, your day-to-day daily affirming habits. How's your mental diet? So take a step back and reevaluate. But when it comes to actually getting your desire, it doesn't matter if it's been 4 days or 4 weeks, or that you haven't spoken to your SP for a year. It does not matter. So you should not be measuring that time, because truly measuring the time that you've been separated from your desire or just in a state of lack has a negative impact in some ways on your manifestation journey, on you being able to manifest your desire, because it's literally creating resistance. You're saying, it's been 2 days since SP texted me. Okay, now it's 3 days. Oh my God, he hasn't texted. Like, what did I do wrong? Why is it not manifesting? Just stop. As you can see from that example, it could be anything, and you don't even have to be in a state of panic, but telling your mind, it's been 3 days since we talked, kind of erases all the affirming you did that morning. If you spent 20 minutes this morning, as soon as you woke up, affirming that SP texts you, but then you check your phone later and you say, oh my God, it's been 3 days and he still hasn't texted. Like, what? I just affirmed, like, okay, it's been 3 days. Like, what's going on? And then the next day you do it and you remind yourself that it's been 4 days now. So what you're telling your mind is that, hey, for the past 4 days, we haven't had text. We have been in no contact from 4 days ago up to now. Instead of reminding and training your mind that, yes, we've been in contact because you text me every single day, you keep repeating to yourself, it's been this many days and there's no contact. So you're literally creating resistance and blocking yourself from your own manifestation by trying to measure the time. And you wouldn't be doing that. If you're in a relationship with your SP or you're in your dream job, you're not counting days, being like, okay, it's been 23 days since I got this job. Oh my God, it's been 24 days. Oh my God, SP and I are in a relationship and he texted me this morning. And then he texted me tonight at 7 p.m. You just don't do that. Like, you don't need to measure it. You're very relaxed. You're living in the moment. So it's important not to take yourself out of the past. Don't focus on the past. Next point is that literally anything can change at any moment. I think I've touched on this in previous videos. It doesn't matter if it's been 3 weeks since you've had any kind of positive experience with your desire, or it's been 3 weeks since you lost your desire, or 3 days, or 3 months. It is completely irrelevant, because anything could change in any second. A second from now, the text could come through from your SP, which you should visualize right now. I'll give you a second to do that. It can change a minute from now. It can change once you finish watching this video. You could get your desire. You could get the positive movement. You could get change. So counting, how long it's been is irrelevant, because at any second things could change. If you persist and you do all the correct practices, you do SATs or affirming, visualizing, a really strict mental diet, whatever it is that you are consistently doing every day, I recommend all of them, but whatever it is you are doing, it will continue to have an effect until eventually one moment it will just happen. One moment you'll get a confirmation, you'll get a text message, you'll see someone on the street, and it will be your desire right in front of you showing you, hey, I'm manifested, I'm here. Even if it's just positive movement, like it's such a positive sign. So at that point you won't care about the time. It doesn't matter. Like you won't be thinking, oh, but it's been 2 months since SP reached out. I know he's asked me out on a date right now, but like, oh my God, it's been 2 months. You won't do that. And because honestly, things are they're just ever changing. The only thing that's constant in life is change. So that's why counting the time is irrelevant, because it will change and continue to change at any moment, if that makes sense. And finally, talking about the whole holistic overview process of manifestation, it's essentially thinking in the future, but you're placing yourself in the present moment as if you have your desire right now, as if it's yours, as if you're living in the end result of whatever it is you want. So as if your SP is yours right now, as if you have your dream job, you have your dream body right now, embodying it. You don't have to feel it, but essentially feeling it, thinking it. Obviously, like thinking the thoughts and visuals in your mind is what is the key, but also just feeling it, like acting as if and thinking, what would it be like if I had it right now? And guess what? I do have it right now. I don't have to imagine it because it's mine right now, and just like telling yourself that, doing a little rampage and focusing on that end result as if it is already yours. That's literally the essence of manifestation. So in terms of time being irrelevant, it shows that the past does not matter. It literally won't help you in any way in your manifestation. So trying to tie it in and connect it and constantly comment on it and criticize how far you've come because it's been 3 weeks since you've had any movement, you are 100% guaranteed your manifestation right now. You first achieve it internally in your mind, and when it comes to you in your 3D reality, it's because you've affirmed and visualized it and embodied it and convinced your subconscious mind that, well, you don't have to fully convince it, but you've started this journey of convincing your subconscious mind to believe that you have your desire right now. Meaning that whatever happened in the past is completely irrelevant, because you're just focusing on the present moment as if you have it right now. That's literally the only thing it takes for manifestation. So focusing on what may or may not have happened in the past or what may or may not happen in the future, it's irrelevant. You put it all in the present moment, and yeah, you just affirm and focus on it and try your best not to count the days. This is why I recommend things like muting people that you're manifesting on social media if they're not conformed yet, or just not engaging with anything negative that you think might come up in the 3D, not talking to certain people who always have something negative to say, not watching the news if you're trying to manifest something socially. Whatever the case may be, you just stay away from it. All it takes is focusing on the present moment and trying to convince yourself and your subconscious mind through repetition that you already have it right now. So hopefully that explains to you guys why time is irrelevant, maybe how to refocus your mind and not focus so much on the time, and hopefully gave you some clarity on why it's so beneficial to just leave that habit behind and why you can do it. Honestly, it's not difficult. Anyone can do it. Hopefully this inspired you guys and was helpful. And yeah, do thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.